Hello everyone. I hope you guys can see the screen as I'm showing. Can you guys see it? Just making sure. Can you guys see what I'm showing? Alright. Yep, visible. Is it like okay? Can you like see the stream? I did whatever. Let's just start with let's just go on the lower time frames and analyze what we can expect for today. So I'm looking into buys above 25s, 26s, 27s, around these areas. So I'm looking into buys above here, right? Break and retest. Okay. And as I mentioned in the chat before, I'm more into sells, but we need to see what happens, right? Right, so this is what I'm looking at for right now. Okay, so the past few days, as you know, we came out in Jackson, in the Jackson Hole Symposium. Powell came and said, let me bring up the notes. Okay, so this is what. Okay, so let's mark out what Powell said, right? Because what he said was quite important. Powell basically came and said, hey, the Fed is committed to the 2% inflation goal. They're not looking into reducing rates at any time. They would do anything in their power to increase, to keep the inflation as low as possible and bring it down as fast as possible. Policies are tightened, but the inflation is still high. They're open to increasing the rates and maintain and basically a higher interest rate for a longer period of time until the inflation is down to 2%. Then right now, core inflation is down from its peak, but it's still higher than they expect it to be. Food and energy is separate. Progress varies. Core good inflation is falling. He basically said there are different aspects into the market and each one has a different perspective of what's going on. Each part of the market has different outputs in terms of CPI. So what he basically said is core goods inflation is falling due to supply and demand, because people are producing less due to the fact people cannot afford to buy more because interest rates are high, and the companies are producing less because not everyone is able to do to come and work because they don't want people to come. They basically get a lot of layoffs. Housing market is affected by mortgage rate. It's at 7% for like a normal house, and non-housing services are a bit mixed. Economic growth is slow due to the policies, but the GDP is high. As we can see, let's go to this week, right? So this week we are going to be having GDP. Let's go here, it's much better. Economic activity, category, let's remove clear and put United States, right? So what we have for this week, we have today jolts, and we also have GDP. As you can see, GDP is set to increase, is still good, and whereas the GDP growth rate is at 2% previous, and they're expecting a 2.4. So there is an like they're expecting an increase. Yes, this is index, so it's different. They're expecting an increase 2.4 from a previous of 2%. So what does this tell you? Consumers are spending more, and even though with a 5% inflation, they're still spending a 5% interest rate. They're still spending as much as they can, and this is evident in the GDP. And they said they're taking notes on this. Labor market rebalancing eases wages pressure. This is not that, like, and uncertainties, complex decisions. Basically, it's hard for them to decide what they're going to do, and they don't know how effective the policy has been. How dynamic is the inflation? Is it just going to continue decreasing, or just it's going to go in terms of waves? And the supply and demand has a lot of issues from different countries, but that's different. Data driven, they're looking into approaching the markets and like analyzing what they're going to do next based on the data. So based on these data. So they're not gonna just like, oh, we expected this to happen, that's it. So they wait for the data, then they decide what they're gonna do next, right? Yes, basically, which will in turn turn bullish for the DXY. So what I'm expecting for today is, let me open up my pen. All right, let me just open this. I'm searching on the screen. Is this stream for you guys clean or like laggy? I hope it's not laggy. Because my temperature is at 90%. It's a bit too high. Oh my god, man. Alright, leave it. Let's just use this. Okay, so what I expect for today is, let's go on like the higher time frame, 5 minutes or like something like that. So what I expect for price to do currently is, as you can see, we broke above, we couldn't sustain, we're back at this area. This is a bit of a strong area of resistance, and it keeps rejecting off of this area. So what we could expect is price to come do this and start to go down. So this is what I'm looking into, right? Or once we break above this area on lower time frame and close above, once we do that, I'm expecting a nice buys. But this once we break above this area, we can hold the buys up to 1936. Yeah, sometimes a bit like I have no idea what to do, bro. It's at 90%. I'm using a MacBook Pro even with the fan on, fully on, maxed out. My PC just died. I have to wait for getting some part before I can like start streaming. I don't know what part exactly, but like it seems like a power supply just went out. Yeah, man, my PC just died. I was just using it and I was watching Formula 1 and then just passed out. I don't know what happened. I have to wait for the next part to come so I can start using it again. I hope nothing else is broken, but for now I've narrowed it down to just the power supply. So let's just wait for the lower time frames to give us the confirmation. The good thing is right now this 5 minute this 5 minute is rejecting this area. The fact is the 30-minute came down but did not fully engulf this. The hourly previous close bullish, this candle did not break this low, and we have a longer wick on the upside, so once we flip we can get a nice entry. What I'm looking for is if this candle closes, we could technically get the buys above here. It's a bit risky, but we can get that for sure. If not, we wait for closures above. Now let's check the other pair, right? See, I mentioned it here before. Break and retest, buy safe. This is last week, and well, it happened. It ended up happening. We waited for it, and it never came. And then once it came, it started to push further. Same idea for break and retest buys above this area, and that's it. We just wait, and once we break above, we can easily go to 186 and 185, 800. Bro, oh my god, that it's at 85 degrees. My fan is max. I want to know what's my fan controller app name. What's the app called so I can... No, I quit it. I'm trying to see what the application is so I can like adjust my temperature, my fans, so it's always at the max. Yeah, it's called TG here. Just wait for this entries. Don't yeah, okay, cool. Why? I have enabled it and it says I can't, it's not enabled. What the hell is this? I have no idea, bro. Yeah, whatever, fuck it. See, it's enabled, but I can't adjust. Whatever. Look, OBS is just dying. Let me close this out. Everything is taking an hour to function. Okay, now let's jump in. Forex Factory, we have to wait for the news to come out. Today we have AUD, it's not gonna do much. Bollock, my guy's name is Bollock. Yeah, we could just wait out. This is the problem right now is it's very indecisive at this range. It's like, you know how to say it, it's like just going up and down, not doing much. DJ is alright, you know, I guess. This is just okay. You can see it's in a strong bullish momentum for the past few days. You can see it's just pushing. It's like pushing nicely above, and it's been like continuously. We came and retested this area again, and then but I didn't see this person. I did not have an alert. This, if I saw it, I would have 100% been in. Like I would have kept it over the week. Like yeah, over the weekend fully. I just didn't get it. I'm waiting on the PC. I'm now pissed. Daily no bottom wick. Yeah, true. But the problem is, it's not the bottom wick that matters. This could obviously do something, but we have jolts. This could just change, and they're expecting no change. Like realistically here, look, jolts job opening, previous 5,000, and then the new one is forecast is 5,700. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference. So like they're not expecting much. What the hell is that? They're expecting not a big or a huge difference, right? And let's see. And what they're expecting right now to happen essentially is price to just come and retest these areas, and then once data comes out positive, we could just see it come down. They're right now liquidating their positions mostly to get at better prices. Like so they want to get prices like around here, and they just keep it for during the news. Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying that. I need if a candle closes below this, we can get this easily. I'm gonna jump in the soles, considering we did a retest. You can see we couldn't close above. We couldn't close above, and we couldn't close above here. So I'm expecting the price to come down. But for now, we have to wait for the candle closure. We need the confirmation, basically, right? We can't just like enter and not have like not to be sure about it. Oh damn, there is a 20-second delay. Oh, this is horrid. So right now, the fact that price has just closed below, I'm expecting like its price is coming down, right? On the 15-minute and on the lower time frame, this candle closed no bottom wick. Minimal bottom wick, which is still fine, as long as the 1-minute candles are looking like something like this. I'm looking for sells below. All right, I'm looking for something like this to happen, and then we'll jump in the cells around this area. We'll jump in cells around here, keep it for, let me remove this. Jumping for cells around here and keep it for longer. But for now we have to wait, right? Does anyone have any questions? Why do we, why though? Let's see if this happens, right? Yeah, it just pushed up. Let's see. Okay, this is still fine. This is good. We can. I just need price to like sustain below this. If this candle closes bearish, this will give us a nice idea of like what we're doing. Blood cells. Okay, this is nice, but I just need a better closure. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. Wait for a retest. Wait for this because this 5 minute just closed below, right? This 5 minute closed below. Last time we did that, we started to push down. Wait for that retest. Wait for the retest. We go around here, close below on the 1 minute, and we can get an entry. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Guys, you know, we have still 10 minutes before news starts, right? Before any like sort of volume comes. Can you guys give me a minute? I will restart the stream. I'll restart the stream. Let me update something and I'll restart. Give me a minute. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll send it on Discord again. Just give me a minute.